வணக்கம் மக்களே, வெல்கம் டு மித்ராவின் பார்வை. ஜெய் ஹிந்த், ஜெய் பாரத், ஜெய் சுஷாந்த் அண்ட் ஜெய் சாய்ராம். இன்னைக்கு நீங்க டாபிக் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா லைட்டா நம்ம வந்து கரண்ட் அஃபேர்ஸ் அண்ட் வேர்ல்ட் நியூஸ் பத்தி பேச போறோம். நம்ம இந்த அவர் ஜாயின் பண்ணுவாரு, கொஞ்சம் டிலே ஆயிடுச்சு. ஸோ அவர் வர வரைக்கும் நம்ம ஒரு லைட்டான 2-3 டாபிக் பத்தி பேசலாம் தான் நான் வந்திருக்கேன். மித்ராஜி வந்து இன்னைக்கு ஜாயின் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. இன்னைக்கு நானும் சஞ்சய் சார் மட்டும் தான் ஜாயின் பண்ணுவோம். மித்ராஜி கொஞ்சம் வந்து அவங்க வந்து நெக்ஸ்ட் வீக்ல இருந்து வரேன்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. பட் பார்க்கலாம். பட் இன்னைக்கு வந்து நானும் சஞ்சய் சார் மட்டும் தான் வரோம். ஜஸ்ட் 2-3 டாபிக்ஸ் பத்தி தான் பேச போறோம். ஐ மீன் லைக் அஃப்கோர்ஸ் நம்ம வந்து எக்கச்சக்கமான நியூஸ் வந்து கரண்டா போயிட்டு இருக்கு. பட் எல்லாத்தையும் நம்ம வந்து கவர் பண்ண மாட்டோம். ஒரு 2-3 டாபிக்ஸ் பத்தி கொஞ்சம் டீட்டெயிலா பேசலாம்னு சஞ்சய் சார் சொல்லியிருக்காரு. அது வந்து அவரே வந்து சொல்லுவார் என்னென்ன டாபிக் பத்தி. பட் அதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு டாபிக் நான் பேசணும்னு வச்சிருந்தேன். அது வந்து இப்போ ரீசெண்டா ஒரு புது வைரஸ் வெளில வந்துட்டு இருக்கு. ஸோ அதை பத்தி கொஞ்சம் லைட்டா நம்ம மக்கள்கிட்ட சொல்லலாம். ஸோ தட் எவ்ரி ஒன் கேன் பி ப்ரிப்பேர்ட் ஃபார் தட் ஒன் ஆல்சோ. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி வந்தவர் எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு ஹலோ ஹாய் சொல்லிடலாம். நம்ம ஜானுமா கரெக்டா வந்துட்டாங்க. ஜானுமா ஹலோ. டே ட்ரீமர் ஹலோ ஹலோ, எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? நாங்க போன வாட்டி கேட்டேன், மித்ராஜி கேட்டாங்க நீங்க உங்களை வந்து எப்படின்னு சொல்ல கூப்பிடுறதுன்னு தெரியல. பட் டே ட்ரீமர் ஓகே. எனிவே ஹலோ, தேங்க்ஸ் ஃபார் ஜாயினிங். இன்னும் வந்து வரவங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்குமே வந்து ஒன்ஸ் அகெயின் வார்ம் வெல்கம் அண்ட் தேங்க்ஸ் ஃபார் ஜாயினிங். சஞ்சய் சார் கூட வந்துருவாரு கூடி சீக்கிரம். பட் அதுக்கு முன்னாடி நம்மளுக்கு தெரிஞ்ச ஒரு 2-3 நியூஸ் பத்தி நம்ம பேசலான்னு தான் நான் வந்திருக்கேன். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து நம்ம எல்லாருமே இப்பதான் வந்து இன்னும் நம்ம சொல்ல முடியாது, இன்னும் நம்ம வந்து நம்ம இந்த கோவிட் அண்ட் கரோனால இருந்து நம்ம இன்னும் வெளியே வரல நம்ம. பட் அது வெளில வரதுக்கு முன்னாடியே வந்து இன்னொரு ஒரு புது வைரஸ், நம்ம சிக்கன் பாக்ஸ் மாதிரியே இது பேர் வந்து மங்கி பாக்ஸ். மங்கி பாக்ஸ்னு ஒரு வைரஸ் வந்து கொஞ்சம் தீவிரமா வந்து யூரோப்ல கொஞ்சம் யூரோப்ல பரவிட்டு இருக்குன்னு கேள்விப்படுறோம். அது மட்டும் இல்லாம வந்து இது வந்து இதோட ஆரிஜின் பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஆப்பிரிக்கால இருந்து தான் வந்திருக்கு. ஸோ அதோட 2 மெயின் ஸ்ட்ரெயின் சொல்லுவாங்கல்ல, அது ஆப்பிரிக்கன் ஸ்ட்ரெயின்ஸ் தான் இருக்கு. 2 ஸ்ட்ரெயின்ஸ் இருக்கு. அது ஒன்று வந்து காங்கோ ஸ்ட்ரெயின், இன்னொன்று வந்து வெஸ்ட் ஆப்பிரிக்கன் ஸ்ட்ரெயின். 2 ஸ்ட்ரெயின் இருக்கு இந்த வைரஸ்க்கு. அதுல வெஸ்ட் ஆப்பிரிக்கன் ஸ்ட்ரெயின் தான் வந்து ரொம்ப ரொம்ப தீவிரமா இப்ப பரவிட்டு இருக்குன்னு கேள்விப்படுறோம். நம்ம எத்தனை கண்ட்ரிஸ் நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா அந்த ஆப்பிரிக்கால இருந்து யூரோப்க்கு டச் ஆகிற எல்லா கண்ட்ரிஸ், ஸ்பெயின், இட்டலி, போர்ச்சுகல், அந்த சவுத் யூரோப் எல்லாமே, ஸ்பெயின், இட்டலி, போர்ச்சுகல் பிளஸ் பெல்ஜியம், பிரான்ஸ், அப்படியே மேல வருது, யூரோப்ல மேல வருது. ஸ்வீடன் கூட வந்து கன்ஃபர்ம்டு கேசஸ் சொல்றாங்க. இந்த மங்கி பாக்ஸ்ல கன்ஃபர்ம்டு கேசஸ் சொல்றாங்க. பிளஸ் அது மட்டும் இல்லாம யூரோப்பை தவிர்த்து நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா யூகே, யூஎஸ், கனடா அண்ட் ஆஸ்திரேலியா வரைக்கும் இங்க வந்து கேசஸ் கன்ஃபார்ம் ஆகியிருக்கு. இது வந்து கடந்த ஒரு ஐ திங்க் ஒரு 2 to 3 வீக்ஸ்க்குள்ள வந்து இது வந்து இந்த கேசஸ் எல்லாம் கன்ஃபார்ம்டு கேசஸ் வந்திருக்கு. ஸோ இமீடியட்டா வந்து WHO, வேர்ல்ட் ஹெல்த் ஆர்கனைசேஷன் வந்து இதை பத்தி ஒரு மீட்டிங் போட்டு இதை பத்தி பேசணும்னு பேசிட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஸோ ஹோப்ஃபுல்லி அதுவும் அவங்க சீக்கிரமா ஏதோ இதை பத்தி பேசுவாங்க. சஞ்சய் சார் வந்துட்டார், அவரை உள்ள எடுத்துக்கலாம். ஜெய் ஜெகநாத் சார், வெல்கம்.
Good. Welcome to you also. How are you, Vijay? Long time, huh?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. And where is our boss, Mitraji? Am I audible or am I not audible?
Mitraji gonna be only on the background today. I don't know. She decided she's gonna stay in the background, so it's only you and me today. I don't know why she decided like that, but I said, yeah, when the boss decides, the work.
Yeah, when the boss decides, right? Nothing can be done on that, right?
So yes, Sanjay sir. I mean, I was just telling about this monkeypox virus.
Yeah.
I mean, like just started a little bit about from where it originated and how much it has spread in Europe, and what the WHO is also trying to say to the rest of the world about this virus. So just started with a little bit of information about that one.
Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, so sir, how should we do this one? Because should we just take it in English, or should we just mix English and Tamil both? Because
we can mix English and Tamil both.
English and Tamil both, right? So yeah, let's, because I was just telling in Tamil about this monkeypox virus.
Yeah.
ஸோ ஐ மீன் ஆமா மக்களே. ஸோ நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி தான் இது வந்து இது ஒரு கடந்த ஒரு 2-3 வாரமா வந்து இந்த வைரஸ் கொஞ்சம் தீவிரமா பரவிட்டு இருக்குன்னு கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கோம். அது மட்டும் இல்லாம WHO, வேர்ல்டு ஹெல்த் ஆர்கனைசேஷன் வந்து இதை பத்தி ஒரு மீட்டிங் வச்சு இதை வந்து எப்படி நம்ம வந்து தடுக்கணும்னு பேசிட்டு இருக்காங்க. இது ரொம்ப சிமிலரா, சிக்கன் பாக்ஸ் மாதிரியே ரொம்ப சிமிலரா, பட் இது ரொம்ப பழைய டிசீஸ் சொல்லுவாங்க. இதை கிட்டத்தட்ட 1950ல வந்து அந்த குரங்கெல்லாம் வச்சு உள்ள கேஜ்ல வச்சிருக்கும் போது வந்த ஒரு டிசீஸ். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இந்த டிசீஸ் நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா 1970 வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இதோட கன்ஃபார்ம் கேஸ் வந்துச்சு. அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து அந்த வேக்சின் கொடுத்து இதை வந்து சரி பண்ணிட்டாங்க. அதை முடிஞ்ச ஒரு 40 வருஷம் இந்த வைரஸ் இல்லாம இருந்துச்சு. இப்ப நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா ரீசெண்டா 2017 தான் வந்து நைஜீரியால ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கேஸ் இது இதோட ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கேஸ் வந்துச்சு. அதுக்கப்புறம் இப்ப வந்து தீவிரமா பரவ ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கு. ஸோ இதோட சிம்டம்ஸ் கூட நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா பெருசா நம்ம வந்து என்ன சொல்றது, லைட்டா சில்னஸ் அண்ட் ஃபீவர் அந்த மாதிரி தான் இருக்கு. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி உங்களுக்கு பாடி ஏக் ரொம்ப தீவிரமா சொல்றாங்க. ஸோ உங்களுக்கு பாடி ஏக் அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது இருந்துச்சுன்னா கண்டிப்பா போய் டெஸ்ட் பண்ணுங்கன்னு சொல்றாங்க. இத இத பத்தி பயப்படணும்னு எதுவும் சொல்லல. பட் இதுக்கு இம்மீடியட் ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் எதுவுமே இன்னும் இல்ல. ஸோ தேர் இஸ் நோ இம்மீடியட் ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் அதுக்கு இன்னும் இதுக்கு இல்ல. பட் கண்டிப்பா அது மாதிரி சிம்டம்ஸ் சில்னஸ், பாடி ஏக் அண்ட் ஃபீவர் இருந்துச்சுன்னா கண்டிப்பா வந்து போய் டெஸ்ட் பண்ணிக்கோங்கன்னு சொல்றாங்க. மத்தபடி இது எப்படி பரவுது நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஜஸ்ட் பை டச் தான். வந்து ஒரு இன்ஃபெக்டட் பர்சன் உங்களை டச் பண்ணா இல்ல இன்ஃபெக்டட் அனிமல், ஆக்சுவலா இது மங்கில இருந்து தான் வந்திருக்கு. அதனால இது பேர் நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா மங்கி பாக்ஸ். ஸோ மங்கி இன்ஃபெக்டட் மங்கி உங்களை நீங்க இன்ஃபெக்டட் மங்கியை நீங்க டச் பண்ணீங்கன்னா இல்ல இன்ஃபெக்டட் அனிமல் உங்களை கடிச்சதுன்னா இல்ல இன்ஃபெக்டட் பர்சன் உங்களுக்கு டச் பண்ணா அது மட்டும் இல்லாம செக்ஷுவலி டிரான்ஸ்மிட் கூட ஆகுதுன்னு சொல்றாங்க WHO. ஸோ கொஞ்சம் நம்ம வந்து ஜாக்கிரதையா இருக்கணும் டிபெண்டிங் ஆன் ஆல் திஸ் சிம்டம்ஸ் பத்தி. சிம்டம்ஸும் இருக்கு அண்ட் எப்படி இது பரவுதுன்னு உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருச்சு. ஸோ இது வந்து கண்டிப்பா வந்து அலர்ட்னு சொல்ல மாட்டோம். பட் கீப் இன் மைண்ட் இது மாதிரி ஒரு வைரஸ் வந்து இப்ப தீவிரமா வந்துட்டு இருக்கு. அது மட்டும் இல்ல, ஒரு பெரிய பெரிய ஒரு 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 மார்க்கர்னு சொன்னோம்னா பில் கேட்ஸே சொல்லியிருக்கான் இது மாதிரி ஒரு மங்கி பாக்ஸ் வைரஸ் பரவ போகுது, பேண்டமிக்ஸ். சஞ்சய் சாரே சிரிக்கிறாரு பில் கேட்ஸ் பேர் சொன்னாலே. ஏன்னா கரோனா பத்தி கூட வந்து பில் கேட்ஸ் தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சொன்னா வி ஆர் நாட் ரெடி ஃபார் த பேண்டமிக்னு சொன்னதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் வந்து இந்த மாதிரிலாம் பேண்டமிக் வந்துச்சு. நம்மளுக்கும் தெரியும் எத்தனை பேர் வந்து இந்த பேண்டமிக் வச்சு காசு சம்பாரிச்சிருக்காங்கன்னு வி ஆல் நோ. ஸோ அதுல வந்து அதே மாதிரி இது கூட இன்னொன்னு இருக்கலாம ஒரு சந்தேகம் இருக்கிறதுக்கு வாய்ப்புகள் இருக்கு. ஸோ எஸ், அடுத்தது நம்ம சஞ்சய் சார் எப்படி நியூஸ் எடுத்துட்டு போற நம்ம பார்க்கலாம். அதுல இருந்து நம்ம லைட்டா என்ன நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணலாம். எஸ் சஞ்சய் சார்.
Yeah, let's talk about this new disease that you're talking about, right? This is not something new, and people get infected. Nothing to be afraid of. And we have seen for last 2.5 years what happened when we got afraid, right? So there are many things which are going in the background. So it is all planned, as we say, it is all planned by the cabal, and they do it. So nothing to worry about at all, right? So my point is that be it monkeypox, be it chimpanzee pox, be it chicken pox, or be it tiger pox, nothing to worry about. See, all these things, if you ask me, there's certain design and pattern to it. By this time, people should understand that there's a certain design and pattern to it, right? So, so we'll wait for that. And incidentally, there is a treaty which is going to be signed by 194 countries with WHO on 22nd. On 22nd of this month, that is 2 days to go, there is a big treaty which is going to be signed along with WHO and this 194 countries, heads of countries, which is more important. And because, in my view, because this treaty is going to be signed, so that is why they have this news of this some kind of pox coming in. And if you see all the research papers saying that it's nothing fatal, nothing to worry about, right? So now let us see what is in the news. Then we'll talk about what designs they can have. And I would be changing my gears. As I said, I would not be talking about the earlier virus. But since this new virus is not yet censored, so let us see and talk what we can know about this new virus. So we'll talk about that also. Right. So today's format would be a little bit different. We would have some 4 or 5 news points which is going on across the world. And we'll discuss about those things. Are those real? And what are the reason of those things happening? And why are those things happening? And let us see if we can connect all those news points or not. Done, Vijayji, okay?
Yes, sir, absolutely. Let's start with one by one what you said, and let's read a little bit about the news, and let's discuss how to
link all those news, right? Is there a design working behind that? It is high time.
Exactly, sir.
So there should be no holds barred. And let me welcome Januma. Let me welcome Ray Dreamerji. Let me welcome Tamil Harlequin. Vanakkam. So whoever has not commented, I would not be able to see your name. So in case you have joined, so please put in some kind of comment or remark or something so that I know that you have joined. Or else you don't want to be highlighted, no, not an issue, right? So even
Hello
put
to
in any
everyone.
question, hello to everyone, right? Uh, See, as we see,
Yes, sir.
the cabal has taken total control, and we see the world news, and we will be discussing about the angles which MSM doesn't talk about, right? So, do you have that WhatsApp link thing open, window open?
Which one you want to start first, sir? Should we start with
For Sri Lanka. Let's start with Sri
Sri
Lanka.
Lanka? Sri
Yeah,
Lanka.
they
Okay.
are brothers, right? So we
Yes,
should be
yes,
very worried what is happening in our neighborhood. Yeah, Vijay. So
Do, do you want to read the article or it's
no,
just a video?
I can say it's just a video, not the
Okay.
article. See,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
so those people who are most of the people will be aware that there's something going on in Sri Lanka, where the government has actually the old PM and everyone has resigned. There is no government as such, and the police and the politicians are getting beaten by the public, and many of the houses of the ministers and MPs are actually burned down, and people have actually taken many of those MPs and MLAs or whatever they have in the democratic setup, and they have actually they are beating them up, right? And why is it so? Why is it so? The question is, why is it so? So thing is that they don't have food, they don't have fuel. There is around 15 to 17 hours of power cut. So Sri Lanka has completely gone into mess. If you remember, we discussed. I thought that India would come in to save them, but
Yeah.
India did not save them actually. So we should have done that. We should have done that, and why we have not done that also we'll discuss.
Mm.
Is it good or bad? Uh, so why
But
has it?
India did give some loans to Sri Lanka, right, sir? I mean,
Yeah. So it's just like giving two buckets of water when your house is burning and running away
yeah,
from
yeah,
it.
yeah. Okay, yeah. I mean, like
So
you
we
can
could
see
have put
like
in
that.
everything we had. We
Mm.
had a full water tank. We could have gone in and helped them.
Mm.
But we just gave two buckets of water and told you are my neighbor. I'm giving you two buckets of water because your house is burning. So then I'm
Mm.
running away. I'm keeping my hands off you. So that is not the right thing to do, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we have done. We should not have done that. We should have gone in and we should have helped them. So let us see how it actually started. People will be amazed. This all started with organic farming,
Yeah.
sustainable development. That's what we also discussed, right? So this
Exactly, sir.
organic farming, sustainable development, all these United Nations goals which are there, including WEF and WHO, they all promote these things, right? This is high in MSM media, so everyone is talking about those things. Now, what happened is in Sri Lanka around 6, 7 months back or 8 months back, uh, because they have taken so much of loan. So these agencies actually forced them to go for organic farming for sustainable development because UN and WF they have their own agenda of forcing these things on people for control, not for
Mm.
the reason which they say sustainable development, right? So what happened one fine day, Sri Lanka decided that they had to go with organic farming because they had pressure of this international power on them. So they went into full organic farming, and wherever a farmer was not allowed to use any kind of chemical fertilizer or the fertilizer which is available everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
So suddenly, if you do that, what happens is your crop fails, and their crop failed. Apart from that,
Miserably.
miserably, and apart from that, there is a COVID lockdown and etc. going down. So that's why that tourism is, I think, their second
Second
largest,
biggest source of
second
income
biggest
for them.
income. So that has gone down. That is completely shut down. So they did not have any kind of income. So they have faltered on their payments. So this was all started, and mind you, this is all planned. The people who actually forced Sri Lanka into these things, they knew that this is going to happen. This anarchy going to come. So they
Yeah.
don't have any petrol, diesel, anything as such. Everything is out now. They are out of stock. Food is out of stock, and so if food, electricity, everything is out of stock, naturally people would come on streets because these politicians who have actually uh, implemented this whole organic thing and started all this cascading effect, they have to be taken to task. That is their fault. So this is what is happening in Sri Lanka by design, by this WF and WHO cabal. Now, what is going to the end game? No one knows
No
what
one
is going.
knows. You are right, sir.
If you ask me, it might spread to other countries also. That is what is happening.
There are lots of Latin American countries I heard in the news, sir. Argentina, Chile, Peru, and there was like few other countries which are having the same issue what Sri Lanka is facing. People are on the street, and I'm sure you're gonna talk about that also. The food crisis.
Yes, yes, food crisis. We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
We'll talk about
yeah.
that. Let us go to the second video. So we'll link all these things. So we'll be taking up one video, then we'll link everything together. So the second video, I'll tell you which one.
It's the you no second video was the pharmacy, I think. No,
Second video is which one with you? Pharmacy. Yeah, let us play the pharmacy one. Let us
pharmacy.
see.
Yeah,
Let us see.
yeah. Pretty interesting one, friends.
So
Pretty
for the
interesting
viewers,
one.
we are changing gears now. It has been around what more than 1 year where I was politically correct on many things. So
Mhm.
I would be changing the gears, and we will be discussing about topics which are very essential for our survival, humanity survival.
But
And
these
I don't,
things,
yeah, yeah,
no, please
Vijay.
go ahead, sir. No, these things viewers have to really know, and as you said, they have to start connecting the dots and the newses. It's not every news has a connection with something else.
Yeah. Completely agree. Let us see what he's talking about, and I will let us see what he's talking about.
Yes, sir.
It is basically biological chip that it is in the tablet. And once you take the tablet and dissolves into your stomach, sends a signal that you took the tablet. So imagine the applications of that, compliance. The insurance companies to know that the medicines that patients should take, they do take them. It is fascinating what happens in this field. It is basically biological chip that it is in the
Yeah.
tablet.
Could you pause a minute? We'll
And
start
once
again.
you
Yeah.
take the tablet,
So he is CEO of Pfizer. So people would know Pfizer, right? Pfizer is the biggest pharmaceutical company of this world,
Yeah.
and they are the biggest manufacturers of injection, which is given to people, right, through various methods. So the CEO of Pfizer is talking about that they have designed a tablet or a system where they would be including a biological chip to your medicine. What is the purpose? So that after you take the medicine, it would go and it would get digested, and that chip would send a signal to the authorities, either to the insurance companies or to the government, saying that yes, Vijayji has taken this tablet. So they want to control our lives till that extent. So if they tell us to take on medicine, and we have to take it. If we don't take it, then we would be jailed. And how would they know? We cannot lie also, because they are designing chips which are going to send them signals, and they will be getting reports. And police would come to your door and catch you. Vijay, why have you not taken this medicine? You should have done that. This is out of some dystopian movie. How can anyone imagine of doing this thing, tracking a medicine if I'm taking or not? And that they're happy. They're saying it helps in compliance, right?
The
So the
reason,
government
yeah, the selling
compliance.
point, what he said was compliance. The insurance company will know that the person who is supposed to take it has been taking it. So that's how they are bringing the authorities inside so that
So they
they
are
can keep
talking
an
about
eye.
insurance company. It is basically a government, right? So tomorrow
Yeah,
government will
yeah.
decide. Now let us link it to the WHO treaty. The WHO
The
treaty,
one
which is
which you
going to
said,
be
yeah.
there, the Wealth Organization treaty with 194 member nations, where they are saying that in case of a pandemic, all your treatment, your lockdowns, all your systems would be directed by the WHO, not by your government.
Oh, so that's what you said they're gonna sign the papers.
Yeah. So basically, we have not elected them. WHO and WF are controlled by big businessmen like Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates, and all those people are there,
Yeah.
right? So they are going to decide what kind of medicine Vijayji or Sanjit is going to take. And if we don't take, then we will be arrested. That is where we are going into. So these are the news which are happening, which is not talked in mainstream media. And I think these are the things which are going to impact our lives more, right?
In a very significant way, right, sir?
In a very significant way. In a very significant way. And
Yeah.
having seen these people for last 2.5 years, the kind of pressure that they can create on common person. So we have seen so many videos of Shanghai also, right, where people are
Yeah.
being taken by force
Yeah.
into ambulances, into quarantine camps. In Spain, also similar to quarantine camps. In Australia, also similar. No one talks about those news. Those are the real news which is happening, right? So the point is that we should know that this is happening. And if we know, then we will think about something, and we would be aware of this, right?
Exactly, sir.
So you can translate till Tamil, show these videos or whatever you wish.
Yeah, I mean the videos that's okay, but we shown the videos. But I will tell about the Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka Mitraji also has been talking a lot, and we also have been talking a lot. But so I will say, yes, மக்களே ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வீடியோ நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம ஸ்ரீலங்கா வீடியோ பத்தி வீடியோ தான் போட்ட ப்ளே பண்ணார் சஞ்சஸ் நான் ப்ளே பண்ணோம். மறுபடியும் அது எப்படி வந்துச்சு, அந்த ஸ்ரீலங்காவோட சிச்சுவேஷன் ஏன் எப்படி நிக்குது, அதுக்கு பின்னாடி யாரு கை இருக்கு, நம்மளுக்கு ஏன் இவ்வளவு நாளா வந்து ஏன் வந்து ஸ்ரீலங்கா வந்து இப்படி ஆயிருக்கு, ஏன் இந்த நிலைமைக்கு வந்திருக்கு, ஏன் இவ்வளவு மோசமான நிலைமைக்கு வந்திருக்கு. அதுல ஒரு இன்னொரு பாயிண்ட் கூட சஞ்சய் சூப்பரா சொன்னாரு. நம்ம இந்தியா கூட இன்னும் நல்லா ஹெல்ப் பண்ணி இருக்கணும். ஒரு சின்ன அமௌண்ட் தான் நம்ம கொடுத்தோம் அந்த டைம்ல. இட் வாஸ் ஐ கெஸ் 1.5 or 2 பில்லியன் ஏதோ அவ்வளவுதான் கொடுத்தோம். நம்ம அதுக்கு மேலேயோ நம்ம கொடுத்து இருக்கணும் ஸ்ரீலங்காக்கு. அவ்வளவு நம்ம கிட்ட இருந்துச்சுன்னு சொன்னார். அது ரொம்ப நல்ல பாயிண்ட் சொன்னார். அது மட்டும் இல்லாம இது எல்லாமே ஆரம்பிச்சது வந்து அந்த ஆர்கானிக் ஃபார்மிங். அந்த ஆர்கானிக் ஃபார்மிங்க்கு அப்புறம் வந்தது கோவிட். இது எல்லாமே வந்து ஒரு இந்த இங்க பிகாஸ் இந்த இந்த WHO சரி இல்ல வேர்ல்டு எக்கனாமிக் இவங்கெல்லாம் வந்து ப்ரெஷர் ஸ்ரீலங்கா மேல. ஸோ அவங்க சொன்னதுனால தான் வந்து ஸ்ரீலங்கா அந்த பாதையில போய் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு நிலைமையில இப்போ வந்து நிக்கிறாங்க. ஸோ இது எல்லாமே வந்து ப்ரீ பிளான் தான் நம்ம சொல்லலாம். ஸ்ரீலங்கா மட்டும் இல்லைங்க, உலகத்துல எக்கச்சக்கமான கண்ட்ரி அதே நிலைமையில இருக்காங்க இல்ல போயிட்டு இருக்காங்க. அது எத்தனை பேருக்கு தெரியும் தெரியல. பட் டெஃபினட்டா வந்து இவங்கெல்லாம் வந்து கொடுக்குற ஒரு ப்ரெஷர்னால இல்ல இவங்களா கிரியேட் பண்ண ஒரு ரிசெஷன்னால இவங்களா கிரியேட் பண்ண ஒரு ஷார்டேஜ்னால தான் வந்து இந்த நிலைமைக்கு ஸ்ரீலங்கா போய் தள்ளப்படுதுன்னு கண்டிப்பா வந்து சொல்லணும். இன்னொரு வீடியோ போட்டு இப்ப ஆக்சுவலா இந்த இந்த எபிசோட் நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னாலே எல்லாம் ஒரு ஒரு 4-5 வீடியோ சென்சர் எடுத்திருக்காரு. அது எல்லாமே வந்து நம்ம வந்து வேற வேற வீடியோஸ் மாதிரி இருக்கும். பட் அதெல்லாம் கனெக்ட் பண்ணி பார்த்தா எல்லாமே ஒரே இதுதான் நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு நியூஸ் தான் நம்மளுக்கு கிடைக்கும். எப்படி வந்து இந்த இந்த கபால் சரி இல்ல நெக்ஸஸ் வந்து நம்ம உலகத்தை எப்படி கண்ட்ரோல் பண்றாங்க, பண்ணி கொண்டே இருக்கிறாங்க. இன்னும் வந்து இன்னும் எப்படி ஹெவியா நம்மள கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ண முடியும், அதுதான் அவங்களோட நோக்கமா போயிட்டு இருக்கு. செகண்ட் வீடியோ பாத்தீங்கன்னா நீங்க வந்து ஃபைசரோட சிஇஓ. ஃபைசர் தாங்க பார்மசூட்டிக்கல் வேர்ல்ட்லயே பிகெஸ்ட் பார்மசூட்டிக்கல் கம்பெனி. அந்த நம்ம ஊர்ல இருக்கிற எல்லாருக்குமே எக்கச்சக்கமான ஃபைசர் மெடிக்கல்ஸ்லாம் நம்ம ஊர்லயே இருக்கு, கண்டிப்பா இருக்கு. பிளஸ் அவன் என்ன சொல்றான்னா ஒரு என்ன சொல்றது ஒரு இன்ட்ரோடக்ஷன் மாதிரி சொல்றான். இதே மாதிரி ஒரு டேப்லெட் கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்காங்களா, அந்த டேப்லெட்குள்ள ஒரு பயாலஜிக்கல் சிப் இருக்குமா. நீங்க டேப்லெட் சாப்பிட்டு அது அந்த பாடிக்குள்ள உங்க டேப்லெட் போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் அந்த சிப்பு வந்து ஒரு வயர்லெஸ் மூலியமா ஒரு சிக்னல் அனுப்புமா. யாருக்கு வேணா அனுப்பலாம். அத்தாரிட்டிஸ்க்கு அனுப்பலாம், இல்ல ஃபைசர் கம்பெனிக்கே அனுப்பலாம், இல்ல வந்து இன்சூரன்ஸ் கம்பெனிக்கே அனுப்பலாம். இந்த மாதிரி பேஷண்ட் வந்து டேப்லெட் எடுத்துட்டாங்கன்னு இதை வச்சுதான் வந்து அவங்க செல் பண்ண போறாங்க. ஐ மீன் லைக் இதை வச்சுதான் அவங்க கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்காங்கன்னு சொல்றாங்க. பட் அதோட இம்ப்ளிகேஷன் நம்ம பார்த்தோம்னா எக்கச்சக்கமான இம்ப்ளிகேஷன்ஸ் வரும். எப்படி வந்து மக்கள் இன்னும் கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணலாம், இது எல்லாமே ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அவர் சொன்னது ஒரு விஷயம் தான். WHO வேர்ல்டு ஹெல்த் ஆர்கனைசேஷன்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா 194 கண்ட்ரிஸ் வந்து ஒரு ட்ரீட்டி சைன் பண்ண போறாங்க. ட்ரீட்டி என்னன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, என்ன பேண்டமிக் டைம்ல எனி பேண்டமிக் வரும்போது அவங்க அந்த நாட்டுல இருக்க எல்லா ஹெல்த் ஆர்கனைசேஷன்ஸ் இல்ல எல்லா ஹெல்த் டிசிஷன் வந்து WHO தான் எடுக்குமா. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ட்ரீட்டி வந்து எத்தனை சொன்னது 194 கண்ட்ரிஸ் சைன் பண்ண போறாங்க. ஸோ நினைச்சு பாருங்க, ஒரு பேண்டமிக் வரும்போது இப்போ ஒரு கவர்மெண்ட் ரூல்ஸ் போகுது. இப்போ கவர்மெண்ட் ஒரு நம்மளே வந்து ஓகே நம்ம நாட்டில் இருக்கோம், நம்ம வந்து டிசிஷன் எடுக்கலாம். எனக்கு வந்து டேப்லெட் வேணும், டேப்லெட் வேணாம், நான் இன்ஜெக்ஷன் எடுக்காம என்னோட சொந்த முடிவா இருந்த அந்த முடிவை வந்து இப்போ WHO கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணும். அவங்க தான் வந்து கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ண போறாங்க. இந்த ட்ரீட்டியை சைன் பண்ணிட்டேன். இந்த மாதிரி விஷயம் தான் சஞ்சய் சொன்ன மாதிரி எந்த நியூஸ்லயும் சொல்ல மாட்டாங்க. யாருமே இது வரைக்கும் நீங்க சொல்லுங்க ஒரு சேனல் இல்ல ஒரு மெயின் ஸ்ட்ரீம் மீடியால வந்து இந்த நியூஸை பத்தி சொல்லியிருக்க மாட்டாங்க. இந்த மாதிரி தான் நியூஸ் நம்மளுக்கு தெரியணும். நான் இந்த மாதிரி என்ன நடக்குது, எப்படி வந்து இவங்க வந்து அவங்களோட கிரிப்பை இன்னும் நம்ம மேல வந்து இன்னும் டைட்டா ஆக்கிட்டு போறாங்க, இந்த மாதிரி நியூஸ்ல வச்சுதான் நம்மளுக்கு புரியும், நம்மளுக்கு தெரிய வரும். எஸ் சஞ்சத் சார். Yeah.
Sir, could you show that picture? Let us, when we're talking about news and news magazines, let us see that picture. There's a new April edition of The Economist. Just now I sent you a picture.
Just now you sent me, sir. Okay. 1 second, sir. I think...
within that time, let me welcome True Indian Ji. Good. Welcome Harish Kumar MG. Yeah, could you zoom it in, or can we zoom it in so that people will see? This is front cover of The Economist magazine, and
wow, Wow.
Economist magazine is actually they give out their plans here very early on, right? So they give out their plans here, or else yeah. Can we zoom it in? People should see it. I will tell you what are the symbolism in this. This is a completely cabal magazine, and they tell us the future. So whatever is mentioned in the Economist actually happens true.
Let me see if I can do anything in here. No, I don't think. Yeah,
Let me see. Let me try also.
the coming. What was the name? Food crisis. Wow.
Now WhatsApp is getting updated. It would take some more time, I think.
And you share the.
We should zoom in and show it.
Yeah, I'm just asking. Actually, Mitraji, she is sharing. And just, yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can do. I'm opening, sir. Give me 1 second.
Okay, no issues. Let me try from this side also.
StreamYard. Share. Hold on, friends. Just should be able to share screen window. There you go. WhatsApp. Can you see, sir?
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, now it has come.
Yeah. In yeah, that zoom is enough, right?
Yeah, this zoom is enough. Now,
Yeah.
this is the Economist magazine of I think May 2022. It's a recent one, right? So let us see what they are showing. They are showing that the coming food catastrophe, that there will be a scarcity of food. So in news, it is already there, which we discussed around I think 6 7 months back, that there is going to be scarcity of food. They have planned that. It is not something due to Russia and Ukraine war. They would blame it on that, but Russia is
They
not
are
such.
blaming, sir. They are
Yeah, they
blaming.
have to. But Russia is not such a big country, or Ukraine is not such a big country, right? Till
Yeah,
now, we knew Russia,
exactly.
yeah, Ukraine, but we never bothered about food supplies and all. But they are food, fuel. It seems as if the world depends on these two countries, right? So there
One
is no
video which you
second country.
shared, sir, we have to share with the viewers also. And the whole video starts with like Ukraine is supplying food for the whole world.
Yeah, we'll share that. We'll come to that.
Yeah,
After this, we'll go there
please.
also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this magazine actually this predicts. So this magazine, anyone who sees this front page of this magazine can actually see what their plan is. So most of these things actually they executed after they show to the people. So let us go down a little bit on this picture.
Yeah, give me 1 second, sir. I
And
think I
another
will.
thing, you read the first line. What is it?
Inside the Putin show.
Yeah, it is a show.
Yeah.
They're telling it in a clear language. It is inside the Putin show. It is a show, nothing else.
Yeah, okay, yeah, exactly. Okay, now only I understood what you said.
It is a
I was like,
show.
what? Yeah, Putin show, exactly.
It is a show,
What
nothing
next
else.
for SoftBank?
SoftBank will talk. That is financial collapse that they're talking about, right? They're talking about
And
financial
sir,
collapse. There's going to be a financial
yeah,
collapse, right? They will talk
and
about that.
the
Third,
word which you always say, graphene and decarbonization.
yeah, this is also coming. This also we discussed.
Is China uninvestable?
Yeah, so they will make China as a scapegoat, right?
Sir,
So
the
this is
grain is not grain.
yeah. That's why I told you to zoom in.
Oh shit! Sorry for my language. I don't know how many viewers are seeing this. Let me make it big. Oh my god. Okay, this is really bad.
So there are two or three symbolisms. One, there would be people dying of hunger. Number one, that is the obvious thing. But there is another thing to it, right? People would not know. But what they are doing nowadays in USA is for the unclaimed dead bodies, where people don't claim. You know what they are doing? They are liquefying it and they are actually making fertilizer out of it, out of dead people. See, carbon neutrality, sustainability, biological matter, why should we waste? So, what they're symbolizing here is they'll be using people as fertilizers. Increasingly, we'll hear those news. Why waste dead bodies? We'll use them in making fertilizer. And some people will get, yes, 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 that is a green thing, environment, and all those things. People will jump in. And that is what they are showing, that trees would be grown by this kind of agriculture. There is a movie called as Soylent Green, Soylent, Soylent Green. That's an old movie. But as I say, they always give glimpse of what they are going to do in movies. So people may watch it. That's a good movie, Soylent movie.
So
I would not. Soylent Green.
they are preparing people beforehand, like this is gonna happen,
Yes.
and this is how we have also given you some indications of what is gonna happen.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So there's a movie called as Soil and Green. So whoever has time, they can. This is a complete lightweight movie, so you can see it, but you would know what we're talking about. So that is what they are showing here,
Wow.
right? Now let us go back to that WF video that we are saying about that food shortage, right? Let us see what they are talking about, what story they are saying.
Yeah, that's the next one, I think. Let's remove this one.
So I hope our viewers are liking the different model. We have gone into different model, right? Talking about different topics, different news, and all those
Actually,
things.
it's even I didn't know, sir, when you said this one was like, okay, maybe four different newses we're gonna talk. But the way we are you are connecting all this news, sir, that is something you're coming back to your, like
Yeah.
how to spread the awareness regarding this
Yes. Yes.
cabal and
Yes.
mafia, and that's
And it
really
is high time.
exciting.
It is high time. People should know. That's why we are changing
People
videos.
should know. Yes, exactly, sir, exactly. Uh, Mitraji, can you share that video, the next one? I think I should have. Can I do? Because in yeah.
Ukraine grows enough food to feed 400 million people on planet Earth. So when the farmers on the battlefields aren't planting or aren't harvesting, what impact do you think that's going to have? 50% of our grain, for example, wheat, comes from Ukraine. And then when you start putting in the global context of Russia and Ukraine together, not even get into the fertilizer costs and the fertilizer excess of base products, you've got a catastrophe knocking and looming on the door for the fall. That will be not a price issue, but a supply issue, availability of food for people around the world. And that will be a catastrophe on top of a catastrophe.
Yeah, Vijay, I'm sending you another video. Can you play it
Yeah,
after this? So what they're talking
sure,
about is
sir.
there's going to be a shortage of food, right? So I've sent you
Yeah,
another video. So let another WF induced video. So let's see what they're talking about. What should we eat?
give me 1 second, sir. I will. Ah, okay, okay.
So one, there would be a food scarcity due to this war. So we would not get wheat and all those production. So let us see what they are proposing us to eat.
Takes a fraction of the resources to grow a pound of crickets as it does a pound of beef. And so the amount of water it takes, the greenhouse gas emissions that it emits compared to the livestock, the amount of land that's required, the amount of feed that's required, there are so many factors that just lead to, this is kind of smart. And as a chef, the most important thing for me when I serve my food is that it tastes delicious. It has to taste good. And so I have to stand behind everything that I serve. So if I taste something and it doesn't taste right, then I'm not going to serve it. I mean, that never happens, thankfully, but that's part of the great challenge and the creative mission for me is how do I take something that people don't perceive as food and make it crave worthy, make it something so that people will go like, man, I never thought I would want to eat insects, but looking at his food, I really want to try it.
Okay, so create a problem. They create a problem of food shortage by some story. Then they push in their agenda of eating insects and bugs and all. So it is all connected. They are doing it by plan. And in the Economist, they are showing this. So I told you the reason of that is wheat in any case is going to die, and they're using whatever agriculture and all. They are going to use fertilizers. So this is it. So what is the next? I think we can shift to some other topic now. Let us share some other video and let us see if it is
Yes,
also
sir.
connected or not. Right. So economist gone. We were talking about Ukraine war, right? Russia-Ukraine war, wheat supplies.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us go to the video. BBC News.
I think we have to open that one. Give me 1 second, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Take your time. And today, actually, it was a different model, and actually, I sent all these things in an unorganized manner. That's why it is taking time.
Yeah. No. That's totally fine. As long as we know which one to share. Is this one because I think you sent two
Yeah,
BBCs.
yeah. This one.
Okay. Is it a video?
No, it would be an article actually.
Article. Okay.
So let us see what this article is talking about. Ukraine refugees. So there was a war in Ukraine. Now refugees are coming into Ukraine. Why are they coming into Ukraine? And what is their status? What is happening there? Let us see what is happening with these refugees. This is what is going on in the world, right? Our media doesn't talk about these things. So let us pick up these topics. That is the point. I think people cannot see it, right?
I think it's little bit smaller. Can you increase the size, or else let me try to do that one
Yeah.
once again.
This would be website. I think you will be able to do it. View, zoom in, or just pin zoom. Pin zoom would work, I think, on your mouse pad, trackpad.
I think that will not work because Mitraj is using Mac.
Oh, it's Mithravin. Because you can pin zoom. Mac works wonderfully on pin zoom. Pin zoom is invented by them.
Can you send me that in our this?
Yeah, it is there. It is there.
Finally, you made me to come inside, sir.
Yeah, you should. Hi, hello, Mitraji. Vanakkam, Jai
Hello,
Jagannath.
sir.
This is
Jai
Mohan.
Jagannath. Vanakkam, sir. Finally, you will not give me holiday, huh? Leave.
Yeah, I will not give you holiday. What holiday? See,
What
world is
holiday?
burning. We would all be gone in 2 years. Why should you take a holiday?
Why you should take a holiday?
Till that time, I will enjoy, sir, a little bit. Okay, so just guide me, sir. I will add. I don't know how to zoom in.
Can you send that link to me,
It is
Mitraji?
there in the group.
It
It
is
is
in
there
the
in the
No,
group.
no,
WhatsApp
but
group.
I can't. Those messages are not downloaded for me.
No, no, no.
Okay.
You cannot just. You cannot. You can link it. You can just. I will just try once again.
Mitraji, Vijayji doesn't have a Mac. He cannot do all those things which you
Yes, sir.
can
We
do.
will do
Please.
it, sir. I will try, sir, once again. Yeah, Ukraine. Okay, I'm sharing. Okay, this one, right?
Yeah.
But how to zoom now?
You just pin zoom, 2 fingers. Move it
Okay,
down.
Yeah.
like this. Yeah, I'm trying, but
No, sir. I mean, like you have to
it's
press
hard
some.
for me.
I think.
Okay, let me read it out. Whatever it says, not an issue. This is a BBC article which talks about refugees in Ukraine, right? So the people refugees have started arriving in Ukraine. That's what it's talking about. Around more than 1,100. That was something on 2-3 days back. They have landed in Wales. That's what it is talking about. So they are basically migrating people from one area to other area. So let us see when they're migrating it, what are the other implications? Because see, they have certain institutes like Council for Foreign Relationships, then Tavistock. The research, what to do, where do they migrate people so that they change the demography of that region, and that's how they control the politics of that region also, right? So this is what this article basically says, that 1,100 refugees have already reached Wales. So can we go to the next article, which says, next one, dispatched of the Lotus Eaters on Twitter.
So just a second, I'm doing it, sir.
Yeah. The Lotus Eater one.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just
So I
click,
just
click
got
it
it.
and I will say what they're talking about.
The BBC, this one. Yeah, we just opened it. Yeah, this one, Ukraine.
Ukrainian refugees forced out of UK homes.
This one.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
Yeah. So what this is talking about is this UK had a plan where they invited Ukrainian refugees and tagged them with local residents. So there were certain residents who took in those refugees thinking that they're in a very bad condition. So after some time, they're having fights with these people. Naturally, it would happen, right? So anyone from outside comes and stays in a house, they are of a different value system. So the society would break down. So that is what they're doing. They want to break down the society. So many Ukrainians who have been taken in as refugees have actually been thrown out of the house after staying for some days because of fight with the person who has given them refuge, right? So this is what this article is talking about. Can we go to the next one? Next one would be interesting regarding
Yes,
this
sir.
Ukrainian refugee.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I will just give me a
Don't
second.
stress. It is a new format, so take your time. Relax.
Yes, sir. Yeah, exactly. Just a minute, sir.
Yeah.
Where is our? Yes, the next one.
Yeah, Daily Mail.
Daily Mail.
But how do you combine this refugees crisis with this situation, sir? I mean, like what
See,
we are
what
talking.
happens is, to take control of a system. See, there is a certain system in place, right? So to take control of that system, you have to dislodge that system. And how do you dislodge the system in democracy? You bring in more people. So for last 2, 3, or 5 years, so many migrants rushing in from Africa to Europe and all these places, right? So what they're doing is basically they're breaking up this society. Your
You are
entire
right,
system
sir.
will actually collapse because the population of outsiders would outgrow the population of the natives, and they would be right now. You will see, right? London mayor is of not of British origin, as you say, The
Yeah.
ethnicity is different. And there are many MPs who are not of British origin anymore. Right? So they're basically changing the system. Now, this is an interesting news. I think the men, whoever our viewers would like to see this. What
I
has
was
happened is,
reading. I was
yeah,
reading exactly what you said.
yeah. So what has happened is they have taken in Ukrainian refugees, and one of the houses, a husband, and he had two sons. So that refugee was a very beautiful lady. So that husband actually fell in love with that lady, and they ran off from the home with the refugee. Right? The husband ran off with the lady outside. Right? So they are breaking up everything. They are breaking up everything. There will be a complete mess going forward if this continues.
And I read that article, so it was a 10 years relationship. It was not like one
Yeah,
or 2 years.
yeah.
And they
That
had two
lady was
kids.
wife of this person for 10 years, and they have two kids also. But you see, this would happen, right? So, true and danger. You told me to talk about some light topics, so this is one of the light topics I find, right? So
No, but people have
then,
to know. I mean, like there is a behind agenda on all these things. What sir is saying.
yeah,
That's what the viewers have to. I mean, I'm pretty sure, sir. By now, all our viewers, every time when you are saying something, they would definitely think the other direction, other way also, because that's how we have trained them now to think.
yeah. We are not trained. We are just putting out whatever others are not talking about. They
Yeah.
themselves would actually know it. They would gather it. So let us go to the next one. Let us go to some other news. We are just talking about random news, right, across the world, so that people know what is going on, not from the MSM, that is mainstream media. Nitaji, can we go to the next one?
Sure, sir.
The shopping mall.
Sign. Yeah, 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 sir. Just a minute. I will. The picture, sir.
You have to click on that link. Then you would go to that link. There is a.
Okay.
Then you have to
Alright.
go to the next tweet on that. So there is a link on there. Reply to that tweet.
Oh, we have a link on that.
So if you click on the WhatsApp link, it will take you to Twitter,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yeah, it
So
takes me to Sainsbury's, right?
Sainsbury's,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So just below that tweet, there will be a reply tweet, which has a news link.
Oh, yeah, yeah, exactly. I got it, sir. Accept. It's an article, no, sir? Or
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, okay. Just a
Let
minute.
us see what else is happening
Yes, yes, sir.
across the world.
Share.
You remember we were talking about this crowd control, anarchy, they would be testing various weapons and all, right? This article talks about in Sainsbury, in a shopping mall. Suddenly, some the people who were going, the shoppers, felt breathless and they had to come out. They fell on the floor, so they had to rush in ambulances and they had to take them out. Right. So till now, they have not found out how it is done. Why it is so? Why so many felt breathless? If you ask me, they might be trying weapons also on them. I'm not joking because they were known to be experimenting on unsuspecting people who go into shopping malls. They would be playing various kinds of radiating various kinds of waves to see what effect they have, and they would be playing various kinds of in different wavelengths to see how the mood changes. So they have been doing that. So it might be one of that. It might not be that. It might be a plain gas leak also. But this is something strange which is still not resolved. Right. So just as a news clip, which no one
So
talks
they were
about.
not able to find out the main cause why the
No,
why
till
the
now they have
people
not found
felt
out.
like that.
Yeah, till now they have not found out. My point is that they might be trying out different kinds of weapons. They have done it in Australia demonstration, right? Australia, there was a freedom demonstration against these lockdown mandates, and they have officially used microwave weapons on them. You remember we talked about microwave weapons where it would make your brain confused. It would so all those things. So those weapons are capable of doing that.
Oh, and they tried that one on the people,
Yeah,
on
Australia.
Australian
Yeah,
public.
you may try on Google. Google may be try. Corona, we will see. Vijay, if you want, you can search
Yeah, I will.
Australia protest microwave weapon. Australia protest microwave weapon. And after that, people came back from that protest because they were peaceful civilian protesters. They had blisters, they had some other kind of skin issues.
Yeah, sonic weapons were
Yeah, sonic weapons.
used by police in
Yeah. So
Canberra's
wish you can share
protest.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I will give me 1 second. Mitraji, let me just remove this
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. Uh,
This is, I don't know how many viewers have know about all this thing.
That is the reason
Or
that we chose to talk about news clippings, articles, and whatever is going around the world.
can viewers see this one, sir? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's visible.
yeah.
Sonic weapons were
Okay.
used by police in Canberra's protest,
Protest.
but only to broadcast messages rather than to do harm. That's what they are
Do
saying,
harm.
right? So, but the protesters who were there, they were saying they had rashes, they felt confused, they felt nervous. All these things. See, this is the kind of weapon that they use,
Mm,
and now they are saying they're officially using it, right? So the world is moving very, very fast.
because the leaders are being controlled. Mitraji, can you mute?
oh,
Thanks. Because as you said, sir, the leaders are all are being controlled by one group, this Economic Forum and WHOs,
Is it?
and
Yeah. So let us
is
see
it?
that video. Let us see the video, the other video, the last video which we had.
Yeah,
I
I'll
think
just
Klaus
remove
Schwab.
this.
So he is talking the same thing that you're talking about. That video is about that only. They
Okay,
kept it to the last.
okay.
I knew after all these talks, our brain would go that way. So I have
mm,
saved that video for the last. So what you're saying is right, Vijayji.
mm,
All of the political leaders that we see, they are not leaders. They are all dealers,
yeah.
irrespective of parties. Irrespective of parties.
Mitraji, you're on mute, Mitraji.
so which video, sir, you want me to play now?
There will be one bald guy looking like a villain. See,
Okay, I will
now
check,
do you
sir.
see? Yeah, the bald guy looking like a villain is a real life villain. He's the most harmful villain that we have ever seen
Oh,
on this
yes,
planet.
Dr. Ray.
Yeah, Dr. Ray. Yeah, the same one.
Just a minute, sir, I will share it.
Yeah. And let us see what this person is saying, because every word of this person gets carried out by all the ministers, prime ministers, and president across the world.
Okay, okay.
So people
Just a
might
minute.
not be knowing him, but he's. Let his video play, then I'll talk about him also. Yeah, about this villain-looking guy. What do you say? Uh, there was a movie of this the spy who shagged me, right? Mike Myers. He's a typical villain of that Mike Myers. See, he looks like a villain only.
We have, if I look at our stakeholders, we have business, of course, as a very important audience, and we have politics. We have continuous partnerships with many governments around the world. And of course, we have NGOs, we have trade unions, we have all those different parts. Media, of course. Media, of course, and very important experts and scientists and academia. Because if we are looking at the future, I think we should look at new solutions, and the new solutions will be very much driven by technological developments.
And we even have you even have religious leaders, right?
We have religious leaders, we have social entrepreneurs, very important social entrepreneurs. We have, if I look at our...
This person is called as Klaus Schwab. He's the head of World Economic Forum. And World Economic Forum is a conglomerate of around 200 topmost businessmen of this world who have, if you see those pictures which was playing there, if you can pull that screen, Mitraji, please. We'll see. No need to play the video. Just put the screen. I'll tell you. Yeah. See, all these people are on payrolls of WEF.
Sir, Justin today, look at Jacinda. Yes, sir.
Everyone. You pick any prime minister, any president of any country, Mark Zuckerberg, anyone. Now, so anyone whoever goes to WEF Davos, so we all know who goes, right? either
Many
from
from our
Middle East.
country. Many
Yeah,
from our
yeah,
country.
yeah, yeah. And he was talking about the spiritual or religious leaders also.
Yeah, because
So
they also have a lot of followers, sir.
yeah, so they are made up. These people actually, these WF control these people, academia, scientists, religious leaders, politicians, bureaucrats. So they say, and they pay these people to do these things. Number one, they pay. Number two, they blackmail also, right? So whatever these guys say, that is getting implemented, and that is what is going to happen with the WHO treaty. You remember Sri Lanka? Sri Lanka's advice of going organic for sustainable development was these guys on these guys' direction. So entire
Was from
country,
economic forum only, right, sir?
yeah.
Yeah.
So one country is in chaos because of this person. Now you imagine the power that they have.
And again, that was like a pre-planned chaos, right? They wanted the country
Yeah,
to go
yeah.
in that direction.
Everyone is there. You just go to and it is in public. You go to wef.com and you find all these things. It's not something hidden. It's not
But
a
people,
secret.
as you say, sir, the mainstream media or no one talks about all these things, and so people really don't. They think, okay, whoever goes to economic forum, they are talking or they're gonna decide something good for our country, or they are always like making
Yeah, yeah,
big projects for a welfare because they always talk about the only thing what they show in the mainstream media is like only few clippings of what they are doing in there, right?
yeah,
Few shows. That's it. Apart from that, they never show the real agenda. What these people are trying to do.
yeah. They would never so because they are also on their payroll. Right? That's what he said, right? Media is also in their pockets. He's saying clearly. See, he doesn't
Yeah.
hide. The good thing about him is he doesn't hide. He's saying clearly, whatever you want to do, you go do. But thing is that people don't think. People think that no, it is
No.
okay. They are all for us. So once we all decide that it is not going to be there, we don't agree to them. We don't agree to them. So this is it. This is a new format. So we got some clippings somewhere, some news. So I think viewers would have liked this format. So tomorrow we'll do our regular session
Yes,
as
sir.
promised.
But then again, I mean, like viewers, you have to keep in mind this all news, what clippings, what we shared now are also not like random. They are not random.
They're not random. Nothing
They
is
are not
random.
random. Yeah, exactly. These are like picked up news, and they all have connection to what we always talk about cabal or nexus and how they are trying to control us. So definitely, sir, it was really different for me. I felt really different because normally I was thinking maybe we just gonna even when you sent us all the links now, sir, I was like, yeah, okay, this even my mind couldn't like really connect the dots until you said. It's always like that somebody, even though
Yeah,
we think like, okay, I can read the newses and I can read between the lines now. But sometimes people like you only throw the right, I mean, like point out, okay, read this, okay, read this one, then you will understand, and then that's where you come in, sir. So thank you so much, sir.
thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Sir, that's what true Indian says. You should work in defense. She has
So
meant.
I am.
Or
See,
she had-
I agree. See, I am. If you see, we three are all in civil defense, right? We are
Yeah,
part of the defense. We are not by the government. We are actually part of the mass defense, right? That's what we are doing, defending people through sharing knowledge, so that people can defend themselves. That is the purpose.
True, at
actually,
least,
the tight. Please go ahead, Mitraji.
no, at least the people should know what's happening. Defending is secondary. Primary, they should know the information. No, sir.
Yeah. They should know the information, and I always say, uh, winning or losing doesn't matter as long as you know and you fight for it. That is all matters. That is all you can do in your own whatever is within your own power.
Yesterday also you wrote the same message. I remember, sir.
Yeah.
Winning and
Also,
losing doesn't matter as long as you fight. You know
yeah.
that you are in the fight and you are fighting. That's what matters. Great
See,
words, sir.
eventually we all are going, right? Eventually we all are going, right? So it doesn't matter whether you are rich, poor, or whatever way. So the what matters is actually loving life, loving your family, and spending time with them, and fighting for the truth, whatever
Yeah.
you find to be the truth, in your own way.
Very true, sir. Actually, I was just thinking maybe the title should not be the current affairs and world news. Something different.
Your
Uh,
wish, whatever.
yes, we have to find something like that. There's a cliche in here, right? We are talking about current affairs, but there's always we also have a behind agenda, sir.
Yeah.
So
No, we are
current
we are
affairs and behind agendas. Huh?
yeah. Agendas of exposing agendas.
Yeah, exactly.
So nice.
our
Yes.
viewers our viewers have to understand that this is not just news what we are trying to say, or what Sanjay sir tried to put now. It's news, but beyond news there is more
Yes,
what
yes,
we are trying to tell all our viewers. I mean,
yes,
yes, superb sir, superb sir. I mean, let's
yes.
let's
True
keep
Indian,
doing like this
yeah,
one, sir.
yeah, yeah. We'll do that. And true Indian, don't we? It is going back to normal. It is going back to better. I mean, you believe me. They might try many things. The way we are exposing and all that is all right. But trust uh, in God. So He also has a plan, right? No one is bigger than God. If you really believe in God, then trust in Him.
Yeah.
He will show a way. Villains would never win in the long run. Short run they might win, but in the long run they can never win. In any case, if they win, there is no point of fighting. So let us not lose hope. Also, let us enjoy our life and go. That is all we can do, right?
True, sir. But yeah,
So a
exactly.
few comments, sir.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Please,
shall we read
please.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
What about diabetes, sir? Now people in 20 and 30 are also getting it.
You see, people would get it because the diseases that are coming in are basically they are making people sick. The medicines that we take, the medical procedures that is happening, and many are good, but many are not good. So I believe they are pushing into that. They are pushing us into that. So there are some good companies, good medicines, good doctors. There are some bad companies, bad medicines, and bad doctors. Right. So it is both ways.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So microwave weapon. She's asking what
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah, microwave weapons. We talked about it in ELF, and this is a weapon where they use microwave signals. They beam it onto your body or your brain, and that doesn't function well. So it is a highly sophisticated weapon. It can be used for to crash helicopters of CDS, Chief of Defense Services of many countries. So recently, India lost its CDS, right, in a helicopter crash. So, and I believe they have used this weapon on that helicopter. That's why the helicopter crashed in Tamil Nadu.
Something, are you sharing?
Yeah, this is the
Okay.
microwave weapon,
Okay.
sonic weapon. This is one kind of that weapon.
Horrible, horrible.
No, not horrible. We are knowing it. If you without knowing, you see,
Yes,
there are
yes,
two
sir.
choices. Either you remain blind and
Yeah,
like a fool, we jump into a well, or we see the well, we are alert and we don't fall into that.
true, sir.
Right?
Exactly. Sir, mind-boggling. They are stunningly shocking, but we have to digest all this and yet wish things go normal.
Yeah, that's what I said. Things will go normal. Don't worry. It will go normal. I can assure you that.
So it seems 44,000 temples of India were covered up.
Yeah, it would be more than that.
Oh,
It would
what
be
is
more than that. Rightly
okay?
said.
Yes,
It's
sir.
high time we reclaim those things. At least facts should come out.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly. That's the last one, sir.
Yes, great.
And
Thank you
finally,
so
she
much.
said, she or he, I don't know, said, Vanakkam, Nandri, thank you. Fantastic.
What does it mean by Nandri?
Nandri, thank you.
Okay, okay,
Mikka Nandri means thank you very much.
okay. So I am through. So Vijayji and Mitraji, you can take over now.
Thank
No,
you.
sir,
I
we can
mean,
also, yeah, just wind up, let them enjoy their Saturday evening. And you're also sitting for a long time, sir. Just take rest.
Oh,
Thank you so much. It was like really a different kind of session. It's not like very, serious topic. And yeah, it's, of course, it's happening around us. So we should know what's happening, because all these things, as you said, like these mainstream media, they will not show. Definitely they will not show, because they are also part of cabal. So we cannot
yes.
expect these from them. So at least people like you're showing some path or some information, throwing on the people's mind. Okay, wake up, people. At least try to know what's happening. I know it's hard to fight with them, but just get united, know what's happening.
Yeah, yeah. Fight your
Finally,
own way.
yeah,
Whatever it
fight.
is, like we are talking to people, they should talk to their own relatives. So people should know. Once they know that there would be a public perception, that
Yeah.
is the only thing that they can do, right? So
Yes,
whenever they
sir.
go to doctor, they will take care what they are taking in, what they are not taking, what their advice is they're listening or not listening. They should not just go, no, organic is good,
Mm,
plastic is bad.
mm,
So they
mm.
should not also add on to that problem, right?
Now
Usually what
insects.
happens, yeah, we are made weapons against ourselves. That's how they use us
You
by
already
this.
predicted this one. The people will be going for this lab made food. They will
Yeah.
insist us to eat. So you told a few months back, I think 8 or 6 months back, you said, I think, about this one.
Yeah.
So you'll be called as Indian Nostradamus. Thank you so much, sir, for all the
Thank you so much.
information. And yeah, we will meet tomorrow then, sir.
Sure.
Yeah,
And
have a
tomorrow,
nice
what is the
time.
topic tomorrow?
Sir, about technologies.
Yeah, the new technology where
The
future is
AI.
what they have in store for us.
Yeah.
It is going to be very, very interesting. So very interesting because many people would not have thought that they can do this. So like we talked about this tablet, right, where they would be having a chip which would send a signal to your local police station saying that Vijay ji has taken tablet today to sleep, right? So
He should be sleeping.
he should be sleeping. Why is he waking around? Why is he eating dosa?
Exactly.
No, but I like the name Indian Nostradamus.
We can do a session on Nostradamus also, right?
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
also a very controversial topic because there are many facets to Nostradamus actually.
But once again, I have to say this one: you never stop amazing all our viewers. Even just by, as I
Thank you.
said, just by the title and just by your this thing, I was like, yeah, it will gonna be a normal session, but the end of the session is always like, wow.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, sir.
People,
Thank you for the
I
great.
We are just
proudly.
still thinking. We are just still thinking about.
Yeah.
We are still thinking and linking, right?
No,
Just
one
connecting the
more thing.
dots, nothing
I
else.
never asked them to, sir, like, subscribe, but I will tell sir's information and the TG's information. Please try to like and subscribe and share it with everyone, because if you're not sharing, the other people are losing the information. So try to share this kind of information to everyone. Make it, it's an awareness. That's it.
Yeah, it's an awareness. So if they wish, they can. They may
Yeah.
share. If they
Yeah.
wish others to know this information, but I would suggest them not to share with children,
No,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, not to share with
We
children.
also,
So, yeah.
whenever we put the videos, like, we will mention that it's not for the children.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, it's not for kids.
Because let kids enjoy their life, right? Let us not
True,
burden
sir.
them with all these things.
Unnecessary tension in
Yeah.
their mind. No, they have to enjoy as we enjoy in our
Yeah.
young age. Exactly.
Agree.
Yes, sir. So
Okay
yeah,
then.
once again, thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, sir.
Nandri,
Thank you.
sir. Jai
Jai
Jagannath.
Jagannath.
Have
Jai
a
Jagannath, sir.
peaceful
Have a
evening, sir.
nice Saturday. Let's
Yes.
meet
Happy
tomorrow.
weekend. Happy weekend to both of
Thank you
you.
so
Happy
much,
weekend,
Bye-bye.
sir.
sir.
Thank you so much, Vijayji.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Mithraji.
மக்களே.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Yes, எல்லாருக்கும் நன்றி. Probably நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி தான், நீங்க try to share this information if you wish. Again, சார் சொன்ன மாதிரி தான், ஏன்னா லாஸ் வந்து இது பார்க்காதவங்களுக்கு தான். ஸோ நன்றி, வணக்கம். Have a peaceful Saturday night. Thank you so much. See you again. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Sushant, and Jai Jagannath, Jai Sairam.
Thank you, Makale. Marubudin, thank you. Have a great Saturday and also Sunday. So, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Sushant, Jai Jagannath, and Jai Sairam. Nandri Makale. Nandri.